Edwards reporting courtside. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. To the middle. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Hits it from three-point range.
This is a big who we know stretches the floor to great effect. Mr. Towns from three.
Down low. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the try. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolf greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Gobert. With 1 on the clock. And here's Conley outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Here's Gobert. The kick out to Towns. To the right side. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Giannis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Poke loose. Back to Conley. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
You know, Dave loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks it.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where are they looking for improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. And that chess match is where they hope to improve.
Antetokounmpo kicks it out to Lillard.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And then Anthony Towns with the jam.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Shot to stop the run. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Out to the right wing. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now Here's Lillard. And he lays it straight in.
And that's how you execute inside. Lillard, I like when he looks for his shot down low.
Fires from way outside. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Has to Gobert. Back to Conley. From downtown. Milwaukee with the rebound. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. All the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Beasley kicks it out to Lillard. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Towns.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo remains so consistent. He said, I want to get to the position that my game is boring. People don't talk about it because I do it every single night, but I don't get bored. The greats, the best players, never get bored. They always give their best every given night, and that's my mindset. Kevin?
Oh, D.A., I love it. Thank you so much for the report. Timberwolves leading by 11. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Pass to McDaniels. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 9.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
To the paint. Here's Gallinari. The kick out to Crowder. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Conley. Back to McDaniel. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 12 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here is Conley. Following the score by Damian Lillard. And here they come. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013. Probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
Conley. And he banks in the layup. And it's 6 points for Mike Conley.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass. How about the handle of Anthony Edwards? So much tighter. That is so good.
And And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Lopez with the bucket.
The assist.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Here's Reed. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Crowder, following the miss by Brook Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got 10.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to...
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bucks trail by 15. Lillard outside. Pass to Middleton. Lillard with it. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. And here's Anderson from the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Pass to Morris. Fires from deep. No good that time. And it's Milwaukee's ball. 15-point game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Goes up on the wing. Lopez, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP level seasons, guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
Here's Giannis. 10 points for him. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Middleton. Pass to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
The Bucks working the ball around. And the dunk by Lopez.
Assist from
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size. At 7 foot, he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Morris, no good. And Beasley has the ball here for the Bucks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Anderson.
Ray, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second. You got to be inspired by his terrific stories.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
Carries it from three-point range.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Beasley with a clean look. Oh, Giannis parachutes in for the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent outside
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Crowder with it. Minnesota leading by 10. Towns with it. Picked up by Portis. Back to Towns. Over to the left wing. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
Big time slam by Karl-Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Conley's shot is off. Bucks trailed by 10. Driving in, machetes his way. Giannis!
And what balance on the finish. Antetokounmpo, such a tough cover for the D.
Outside Edwards. Gobert. Finished off by Gobert.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
Now Giannis. He's got 20. With the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Conley. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. McDaniels got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Minnesota. There's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Rise up, Dave. Look at Lillard taking flight for that finish.
Here's Gobert. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Bucks trail by 9. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
First team foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Taking 2 shots.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Lillard with it. Second chance shot. Pass to Lopez. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense over committing.
Towns is double. Now Gobert. Good D by Lopez. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. Shoots. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot.
And that one's good. Towns.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Lillard missing. And an intentional foul right there.
Talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Minnesota leads by 8. And here is Morris. Pass to Reed. Morris looking over the floor. Lillard with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. To the inside. The rebound by Anderson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
In over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
I'll tell you, the moment he sees the open man, Monte Morris lets it go.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Alexander Walker. Out to Morris. And here's Reed. Who's back up. And Anderson has it in the corner. Right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. His three-pointer's off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And that one misses. Timberwolves leading by 6. He gets that one.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
He's just an electric factory. Lillard is such an amazing athlete.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. The shot misses. Bucks trail by 8. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Morris. And it's Lillard missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Minot, good.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Puts up a deep 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Warren, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable. You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference once they started to really play in rhythm.